Beyonce's early career, not by choice. It was just in your face, like it was in the building, like so it was right there.
Prices for Beyonce's highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour are dropping like a lot. Just months ago, a fan could expect to spend up to $800 for a pre-sale ticket to the opening night in the tour in Los Angeles. But hours before the concert, tickets had dipped to as low as $57.
Signed his contract. The big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. No, trophies. Trophies can't roll with anybody. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
Damn, you're saying his success is derived from the marriage.
I've absolutely been treated different.
We talking about Jay. Proximity to Diddy.
The lawsuit claimed that he was forced to wear a mask. While Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles Carter were seated in the room, Beyonce exclaimed, "What's about? Why is this white guy standing here in front of Jay-Z half naked and wearing a mask?"
These young children, I don't know.
Just dropped another grenade at the Carters, this time targeting Beyonce. Her Cowboy Carter tour is off to a rough start, and 50 isn't letting it go. He's attempting to help her deal with the challenge of selling out venues, but that's just the beginning. The real heat comes when he accuses Jay-Z of hiding behind Beyonce's brand in order to avoid the messy drama that will blow up in court in a few weeks.
These young children, I don't know where they came from. And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about, "Doesn't this look sexy?"
And when Beyonce's fans showed up for her first performances expecting magic, they were greeted by odd empty seats everywhere, last-minute ticket prices collapsing to $20. And her statement, "I'd rather be anywhere else." People were confused, wondering what was really going on, and the Hives were doing backflips to conceal the truth. But the evidence was clear.
There's one thing you do not do on this God's Green Earth. I'm going to teach you a lesson, okay? You're going to go to school today.
The issue is much more serious than low ticket sales or negative vibes, according to the 50s, with something sinister simmering behind the scenes that no one is willing to discuss. On top of the videos of unused floor seats, awkward energy, and fans whispering that something is off, 50 Cent went crazy and posted a mysterious message linked to the Crips that many are claiming was directed directly at Beyonce.
You know, I ain't bitter or nothing. I'm just telling you how it is because you're the only one, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're the only one that came to get me, that's all I can do is say, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Every time everybody try to attack us, I'm always riding. And you're the only person that's...
As Diddy's trial draws nearer, it's possible that this is just the beginning of the chaos. The Carters have allegedly been maintaining a spotless public persona, but behind the scenes, chaos is rampant. Damage control is underway, particularly now that Jay-Z's name has been connected to some unsettling allegations in the Diddy lawsuits. One of Diddy's accusers dropped a bombshell, claiming that Jay-Z was in the room during a horrific incident, and get this, she was only 13 at the time. Although that particular case was dismissed on a technicality, it's far from over.
You've been there with me through my ups and downs. Whenever I get in trouble, this is the one I call. It's my strategist right here. This my brother. It's B.I.G.'s brother.
Now, 50 Cent is gathering all this information and throwing it directly at the Carters, accusing Jay of hiding behind Beyonce's fame to protect himself from the messy situation. The woman went on to submit new court filings stating that she is not backing down and that she is not changing a word of her story. What's worse is that her lawyer came forward and accused Jay-Z of using mafia-style tactics, allegedly sending private investigators to her home to intimidate her into silence without a lawyer present. Suggests that something more profound than just pricey tickets or the country twist is turning off fans of Cowboy Carter's shaky tour numbers. So, what's really going on here? Are fans just not into the new sound? Or are they starting to question the comedian's relationship to Dylan's dark world? Is 50 finally revealing the truth? Or is, whatever the case, it's becoming too hot to ignore?
They support each other. You go to the NBA All-Star game, they support each other. That's just how professions work. There is no closer association between any of them. That's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against him. He has nothing to do with that case.
Ticketmaster still displayed thousands of tickets. Beyonce's recent Cowboy Carter tour in Englewood, California, didn't exactly go as planned, with fans snooping around the arena because it looked completely deserted in some areas. Videos and pictures of the arena went viral on social media, and a well-known celebrity gossip page on X Pop Things posted the footage and called it out. The pit was wide open, and entire sections had no one sitting there. The post's caption said, "Bianchi's Cowboy Carter tour starts with an incredible amount of empty seats, and the show had already started. It is clear that 50 Cent is relishing every second of this disaster, but some are trying to argue that Bianchi might not be entirely to blame. The pit is vastly unsold, and several seating sections look empty, not a good look for opening night." 50 Cent then jumped in with the criticism, posting a screenshot of the news with the comment, "Getting real out here. Hey, the tickets aren't selling."
True killer is going to be unveiled, and it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Even though the Ticketmaster showed thousands of tickets, Bianchi's recent Cowboy Carter tour in Englewood, California, didn't exactly go as planned, with fans snooping around the arena because it looked completely empty in some places. Videos and pictures of the entire arena with almost no people inside went viral on social media, and a major celebrity gossip page on X Pop Things posted the footage and called it out straight and clear. The pit was wide open, and entire sections had no one sitting there. The post stated, "Bianchi's Cowboy Carter tour starts with an incredible amount of empty seats, and it was available because the performance had already started." 50 Cent then jumped in with the criticism, posting a screenshot of the news along with the comment, "Getting real out here. Hey, the tickets aren't selling." It's clear that he's relishing every second of this mishap, but some are claiming that Bianchi might not be entirely to blame. The pit is vastly unsold, and several seating sections look empty, not a good look for opening night.
Because I heard that you said you wouldn't perform unless you won Video of the Year over me. Jay-Z called me. Hey, bro, Jay-Z, I know you got this. Please don't send them out my head.
If you've been following along, you'll know that Jane Doe even named Jay-Z in a lawsuit she filed, claiming that both Jay and Diddy had abused her when she was just 13 years old. The lawsuit was dropped, but Jane Doe later came back, saying she stood by her claims, and her lawyer, Tony Busby, disclosed that Jay-Z had sent 2 private investigators to her home. Jane Doe, in her latest court filing, despite Jay-Z's team's insistence that they did nothing wrong, claimed she was shaken up and shivering the entire time she was chatting with those private investigators, claiming their ostensibly calm manner was merely for show. Jay's team acknowledged sending the pies but insisted they complied with the regulations without her lawyer present. "I didn't stop there, and it felt pretty unsafe behind closed doors." Jane Doe reaffirmed her claims, sticking to her original story that Jay-Z was involved in the disturbing incident, which she claims occurred at an after-party following the 2000 MTV VMAs in New York, a night that is currently being examined to a completely new level. "I never stated once or times that Mr. Carter did not assault me. So no, the situation is quickly spiraling out of control, and 50 Cent is still using Jay-Z's name in every way while most of the industry is silent, possibly even scared to be seen. People in their 50s are calling it what it is and challenging anyone to stop him, but he is no longer by himself."
I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning.
Kanye West is now contributing some harsh criticism in a string of heated postings on X. He claimed that Jay-Z and Beyoncé's ongoing backing stems from their ties to powerful individuals working in the background. He blatantly accused the Carters of being slaves to the system and asserted that their protection stems from their behind-the-scenes connections to the highest levels of the institution. In his piece, Kanye West didn't hold back when he said that he uses the F word with celebrities because they have no other choice. But he's saying quite bluntly that these celebrities are following the rules set by the powerful people behind the scenes or risk losing everything if they don't submit to Jewish people and keep their wealth, fame, and even their freedom. What's crazy is that Kanye made all of this public just after a recording of a phone call he had with Danny went viral online. In essence, Danny stated on the recording that he had helped everyone by always being the first to intervene when his well-known buddies were in difficulty. But now that he's in the hot seat, all those they have since pretended not to have met him. Supporters assert that Jay-Z was the target of the message directly. Jay-Z and Jay-Z were formerly quite close. In fact, Jay once called Jay-Z his strategist and stated that he was the first person he would call in case of an emergency. However, things have gotten even colder since Jay and Beyonce have not spoken since those unfavorable charges appeared. His lawyer, Alex Spy, publicly denied that he and Jay-Z ever did, even though Jay-Z's name was mentioned in Jane Doe's case. We're pals, putting all distance between them in an effort to make things right. As you are already aware, it must have been a chilly betrayal for him to publicly deny ever knowing Jay-Z, especially considering all the speculation over the years that he might have actually assisted him in concealing his own purported dirt. Jay might have had his name dropped from the Jane Doe lawsuit if the accusations are true, but let's not act as though there weren't rumors swirling around the streets long before the Diddy scandal occurred. Among the many accusations made against Jay-Z are the more severe ones that he silenced others who tried to speak up, like the actress Kathy White, since some people believe she knew too much and it backfired. Jaguar Wright also came out strong, claiming that Diddy assisted the Carters in handling Kathy. She even asserted that the entire encounter was captured on camera. It's the kind of knowledge that makes people start connecting, even if they don't want to.
Not my beautiful Beyonce 5.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
Remember that Kanye West issued cautions in 2016. He said Jay-Z had a significant secret, and the following day, when at his old trainer Harley Pasternak's house, he suffered an unexplained breakdown. People are still discussing the dubious timing. When Homeland Security invaded Dotty's residences in March 2024, 50 Cent was ahead of the curve. 50 wasted little time in posting the infamous query on Instagram. Where is Jay-Z? By posting an edited picture of Jay-Z on a milk carton along with the caption, "Classic 50. Has anyone seen Jay?" 50 Cent escalated the trolling and suggested that something nefarious was going on because Jay vanished just before Diddy's properties were raided. Lol. Puff claimed that he wasn't answering his phone and was simply acting amused, but 50 didn't stop there. He then hit the timeline once again with a picture of Jay-Z casually waving on a red carpet and added even more shade by saying, "Here is Jay-Z in the last scene that was reported." 50's day when homie Tony Yao also jumped in during Ain't Sit Down with Vlad TV, saying that it's crazy that Jay-Z is suddenly acting like him and that Diddy wasn't even tight, like the whole history just vanished. Now, the Beyhive is screaming that 50 is just using his influence to try to drag the Carters into Dotty's mess because of his old feud with Jay, but many people don't believe that. 50 claimed that Jay dipped right when things got hot and that he's now acting like he has nothing to do with it. This was the clear message, lol. This was achieved, for example, by keeping Body in their inner circle for years in spite of the widespread and disturbing rumors, as well as the receipts, which include multiple photos and testimonies of Beyonce and Jay-Z spending time with Dotty outside of work. I first met Beyonce at her home. Last month, another Dotty accuser made a startling new claim in which Beyonce's name was mentioned directly. Joseph Monza filed a lawsuit alleging that he was beaten at one of according to the lawsuit. Joseph claims that the incident happened in 2015 at a birthday celebration for Diddy's son Christian in Miami, at the home of Gloria and Emilio Estefan. Gloria noticed that Joseph was acting strangely and asked someone to help, but Emilio allegedly shut it down and refused to step in, so things only got creepier from there. After he was completely unconscious, Joseph thought he was taken to Diddy's mansion via a secret tunnel, and he also claims that an explicit adult video led him there. Joseph alleges he was in a room with Jay-Z and Beyonce when celebrity Audria English started to arrive, and Beyonce remarked, "Why is there a half-naked, white dude with an adult toy strapped to his face?" According to Joseph, what allegedly happened next is rather disturbing. It's a punishment. Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches, someone in the room apparently said.
The big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that?
He had one. Exactly. He had one.
He ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Hold on.
He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
Hold on. You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got some shit. He started drinking. His pictures with him. He thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow. So that's the deal.
The lawsuit claims that in addition to drugging Joseph Monza, Dottie ordered him to be humiliated in front of a room full of celebrities. The details are ridiculous. Joseph claims that he was stripped, made to wear a thong, and had a black leather mask pushed onto his head with a rubber dam that zipped shut across his face. In an attempt to limit the damage, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, rushed in and released a statement denying Jay was taking part and claiming that Jay wasn't even in Miami when the party took place, but fans weren't amenable to it. Joseph claims that after that, he was the target of several humiliating and non-consensual activities, describing the entire incident as a complete freakout. He looked like a twisted display with the gadget attached to the mask sticking out of his mouth. People are starting to wonder if Jay-Z is just using Beyonce as a shield as the truth comes to light, or if he is once again hiding behind her public persona and letting her handle the criticism while he remains unseen in the background. I'm selling it, especially since Spiro Beyonce at all no statement, no denial, nothing, and Joseph explicitly stated that Beyonce saw his humiliation. Not only for the music, there are rumors that Jay-Z himself pushed Beyonce to go on another world tour because he allegedly wanted to create a big distraction before Diddy's trial started so that attention would be diverted from him in time. If that's true, it's a calculated move. Meanwhile, let's not forget what Jaguar Wright said, saying that Beyonce's fans should start their own Free Britney style movement because Jay is allegedly feeding Bey substances and forcing her and must work constantly, as though she were adhering to a machine schedule, a preposterous claim. 50 Cent then added gasoline to the fire by accusing Jay-Z of using Beyonce's flawless public image as a shield to keep out of Diddy's troubles and denouncing his handling of his marriage as a business transaction. It's all about control and tactics, not love. It's your time now. What do you think is truly going on? Is the Cowboy Carter tour failing because of inadequate ticket sales and a rustic vibe? Or is there something more important going on behind the scenes? Please let us know in the comments if you are enjoying this tea. And don't forget to click the bell to make sure you don't miss the next one. This story is far from over. We promise.